Hello, folks. It's James from the Movie Mad channel here, and welcome to my second attempt at this video. I made a video earlier, and as somebody pointed out to me who'd watched it, none of the movies I were showing were in shot. So that's no use to anybody, is it? So I'm sorry about that. And if you have watched that video, I put it on private just so that I could correct this, and hopefully I'll be showing everything in shot just now. And this video is a charity mega haul. Now, that's what I call it anyway, because when I went in there and I seen what I was getting, I called it a charity mega haul. And I actually got a full bag full of DVDs and Blu-rays. I paid a totally £53 for it. And I started to show some of them in a video and call it part one. And they're still in the bag. I've took the other ones out because I was going to put the other ones on the shelf or put them away. But now realise I'm going to have to refilm it all. But before we do that, I just wanted to give a shout out to Ash at Popcorn Horror, and I'll just explain why in a second. Let me move the bag from my chair. This is the ones I'm going to be showing, but you can't see them yet. Hopefully you'll be able to see them in shot this time. And as I was saying, I already filmed this whole part, so I could call it a rehearsal, shall we say. I don't normally do second takes, but when people can't see the movies, that means that we can't go on from there. So I got a package that my neighbour handed in to me from next door. This is the second attempt to film this video. James, go and get Cookie and be quiet.
Cookie, my nice little bird.
So as I was saying, the neighbour handed this in from next building across, and it had notes on it, and it basically said, "This is I've got building numbers, and this, and there was no building number on the envelope, so it's been all the buildings in my street." And people have ticked off, not this one, not this one, not this one. It came all the way to me, and the neighbour recognised it was James. It was the first name on it because I didn't have my surname on it either. And they handed it in, and it says, "I think this could be yours," and they were right. So this has been going around the buildings, I think, since the 2nd of December, or just after that when it was posted. And what came was a little envelope with this: "Enjoy the slipcover bandit." And I was like, "Who's that?" But I spoke to Roy, and he said it was Ash over at Popcorn and Horror that sent me it. And what he sent me is he sent me the slipcover that's missing from my Jean-Claude Van Damme collection. That's Nowhere to Run, with the limited edition slip on it, which I don't have, and that was bugging me. I've not got all the ones in the Jean-Claude Van Damme collection, but the one that I've got with Nowhere to Run, that Larry very kindly sent me new, did not have the limited edition slipcover on it. And when I opened it up, I put all this back in because I've already filmed this, so this is like sort of like a redoing. Inside the empty case, which is put in kindly to keep the slipcover in good condition, which is really nice. If I can get it out, there we go. Oh, careful, don't break that. There is the art cards and the poster, and I thought that I had them in my one, but I didn't. So that is really great to have them. So I'll put them back in where they were, and I'll show you the poster. It's the standard Jean-Claude Van Damme, Nowhere to Run. I really like this movie, and I really like when they're building the motorcycle. I think that Ash might have not liked it, or maybe it's not one of his favourites. and he's either traded it or he's just took a slip over of mine and gave it to me, which is, if he has, that's really nice of him. So thank you very much for that, Ash. If you don't know Ash's channel, it's over at Popcorn and Horror, and I'll try and put a link in my video description. So I'll pop that in there, and that can go on my shelf along with the other Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, and it makes it look so much better, or I think it does. I did show a close-up of it in the last video, so I'll do that now again as well, so you can see. Let's get you up there and see. Oh! My professionalism, as always, in blurry focus. It's because I've got the charger plugged into this, I'll need to unplug it. I'm sorry, I'm terrible, I really am. This is my second attempt at this video. I could have done this bit better in the first one. There we go. So look, lovely, nice. I've not got them all, there's a few more to get, but they are looking nice now. So thank you very much for that, Ash. I'll be right back in a second. I'll put this down and we will get on with the Charity Shop Mega Haul Part 1. Back, and I decided to stop filming there and roll the intros because I've never done it at the start. Well, I could do. Oh, I might put it in the start, I might not. You'll just have to see in the video. But I'm just having a little sip of my tea first, and then we'll get on with with the things that I got from the charity shop Mega Haul. £53 I paid in total, Part 1. And I suppose when I was doing it before, I was saying that I hadn't actually looked at any of these movies because I had picked them up on Wednesday at lunchtime. I went into the charity shop. All these movies were on the shelf. They'd just been put out, and I didn't have very long because it was lunchtime, and I thought, I can't just search through these all at once. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy the lot. And then I can sort out what I want to keep later and do it that way. And then I've not been very well Thursday, Friday, and today, to be honest with you. But I thought I would then decide what I was going to keep. So I just took them all. So now I've read some of the ones that I actually showed earlier. I'll probably do this a little bit better, won't I? Hopefully. Probably not. James, before I do this, can I just make sure if I hold up a movie,
just do it, I'll see it from here.
If it's in shot?
Yes.
Excellent. So I'll hold them here so they're in shot. Okay. So thank you to the subscriber who pointed that out, because that wouldn't have been very good if I was showing I was trying to show the movies, and the whole point of this is to show them, isn't it? And I didn't. So let's start off with what I was saying there. I was saying I got them all, and then when they said £53, I was like, did I actually just do this? And I wasn't going to put them all back, and I just done it, and I thought, okay, I've done it. This is probably my entire budget for the month, but that's it. So we'll see. So I've got the bag here. I've just put it to the side, and then I can just grab them out. And I'll just grab them out in any order. There's a mixture of DVDs and Blu-rays here. The Blu-rays were £2 each. The DVDs were 10 for £1. So I got 30 DVDs for £3, and the 25 or 26 Blu-rays were £2 each. So let's start off with, here we go, One Life, And I did read about that earlier. Anthony Hopkins gives a superb performance. One Life tells a true story of St Nicholas Nicky Winton, a young London broker who in the months leading up to World War II rescued 669 predominantly Jewish children from the Nazis. Nice war film. I thought, again in my first video, that's going to be great, that's going to be good, and that can go right beside My Boy in the Striped Pyjamas. So, as you can see, price £2 on it. Dolby Audio, 109 minutes. One thing I don't like about it though, Eco Case. Why are we in the UK starting to use them? I really don't know. It's a nice thin case as well, I do like that. Not all the movies are coming in thin cases though, are they? At the moment. But that must be very, pretty recent. I was saying in the first video that all of these are virtually brand new. All the discs are absolutely perfect. So I took that. Better pop it up here, better make a bit of space to pop them up as I talk about them. So we'll just go right for the next one. Let's not look. I remember seeing this one. So this is a 10p DVD. Meth Gator. I'm presuming it's in the same light as Cocaine Bear. Where a gator, shall we say, gets on some drugs and goes crazy. Attack of the Meth Gator. 10p for that one. Brand new. Can't see the year because I'm blind. 2023. There we go. And a nice disc. So we'll just leave it at that on that one. I have to move my keyboard. Yeah, there we go. So let's dive into the bag again and just take out one that I've got. This one was another DVD, A Southern Haunting. It says 8. I don't even need to read the synopsis. I actually remember what from the first time that I looked at it. It's basically a family of slaves have been granted their freedom and they move into a house, but their freedom is disrupted by it looks like a haunting of some description. Again, 2024, I think this one is. Should Something Stay Buried? I don't recognise any of the actors in it, but that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, does it, in terms of the film quality? But we'll certainly see. That's A Southern Haunting. Next, let's go again. Let's see if we can grab another one. What have we got? We've got a Blu-ray, and Roy, as I said, Roy said to me that this one here, I've got this light I put up to make it a wee bit lighter and it's blinding me. We'll fix it now. Let's turn it a wee bit that way. Right, so it's not so blinding. There we go. So Roy said to me that this one is actually a really good one, and it's Borderlands with Cate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Chaos Loves Company. An infamous bounty hunter with a mysterious past reluctantly returns home to Pandora. Her mission to find the missing daughter of Atlas. And again, I think this is a very decent movie. It doesn't say what year it is. Or it probably doesn't, I just can't read it because I'm blind. Nope, can't see. So again, nice disc. So that's 2 Blu-rays and 2 DVDs. So let's see what we get next. Oh! Another DVD, The Kill Room, Uma Thurman, Joe Manganiello, and Samuel L. Jackson. Crime is an art form. I've heard of this one. It says, The Kill Room is a dark comedy crime thriller about a hitman who teams up with an art dealer for a money laundering scheme that unwittingly turns into an avant-garde sensation. So again, that's a pretty brand new DVD, so that's excellent. Oh, we've got, I just dropped the bag. My professionalism continues. Oh, dear. So I was saying I do quite watch a lot of other YouTubers, and I watched Big Polly, the other day, and he was in HMV doing a Blu-ray hunt, and he picked this one up, and I was like, I've just got this one from the charity shop for £2. It was $7.99 in HMV, and it's the Iron Claw, and it's with Zac Efron, and he's playing, I think it's a life story, two wrestling brothers. The true story of the inseparable Von Erich brothers. 132 minutes. It says Dolby Atmos audio. That's pretty good for a Blu-ray, isn't it? Yeah. Strong language. And 132 minutes. So again, I'll need to watch these to decide which ones are staying in my collection and which aren't. But I couldn't pass them up. What have we got next? Fix myself. Get myself another cup of tea. Or another drink. What do we have next? Okay, yeah. Slaughterhouse. When I seen this, I thought this looks like a boutique label one. It says Plarion Pictures, and it's a nice. I don't know. The case just made me think it's a boutique label, and basically it's about a girl who adopts a sloth who turns out to be a killer. Nice 2 discs. And I say, this is absolutely brand new. You can see it. I think it's got reversible artwork on it as well. Didn't mention that one. Or is it just the same? I think it's just the same. And I had to go and make that squint, didn't I? By taking that out and ruining it. There we go. So that is Slaughterhouse. And it's still squint. Dolby Audio. Doesn't tell me who's in it though, really. Emily, a technology obsessed Serenity Senior. That's who ends up getting it. I've got to fix that. Why am I making this so difficult? There we go. So what's that? 4 Blu-rays so far and 3 DVDs. Grab another one. What have we got? Oh, it's another Blu-ray Indicator. Now, Indicator always says to me quality. There is some of the movies that are a bit older, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes I watch them and I like them, sometimes I watch them and I don't. This one is Escape in the Fog. It's not a limited edition release, because with Indicator, if it's a limited edition release, it's like the clear case and it goes all the way up to the top. But it says, slipping silently out the fog came murder. Escape in the Fog. From 1945, USA, 63 minutes. And it's packed with extras on here. It says 2K restoration, original mono sound, audio commentary with film historian Pamela Hutchinson, 2020. So, as with all the Indicator ones, absolutely packed with extras. Just a single disc because it's not the limited edition. I don't know if all the limited editions have 2 discs as well, or whether they just have the one. I have to investigate that. I've not got an Indicator title over here. It's limited edition to check that, because they're all over the other side. That is a point. What else do we have? Oh, take another. Oh, I was going to say a DVD, but it's not. I couldn't find this on Amazon. I've got Region 1 of this, but I don't know is this out yet? It says it came from the Bermuda Depths Warner Archive collection. I thought it had Jennifer Jason Leigh in it, but it doesn't. And it is What Secret Lurks 20,000 feet below the waves in the paranormal realm called the Bermuda Triangle. That is the question. Scientist Burt Ives and his student Carl Weathers, I remember that part. And a young man, Liam McCluskey, haunted by his nightmarish memories of the Bermuda childhood, ask himself, The answer involves beauty Connie Silica, who sold her soul for eternal youth. And this is definitely a Region B one, but I couldn't see a Region B one, so this must be pretty new, I think. So again, I'm looking forward to watching all of these. I am. And I was just saying to Roy earlier, I really need to start watching new stuff. I have a tendency to go back when I'm tired at night to watch the familiar. Like I watched Independence Day the other night. But I think, you know, if you want to do, as I say, if you want to do YouTube and you want to be knowledgeable, you do have to expand the realms of the movies you're watching. You just can't watch the old familiar ones over and over. Otherwise, you'll end up not watching any, and there might be some genuine gems out there that you miss because you've decided not to watch a new one. But I need to be like awake and concentrating for that. So there we go. What we got next? Another indicator release of Walk a Crooked Mile. Murdering an FBI agent is signing your own death warrant. Again, high definition remaster, original mono sound. 1948, 91 minutes, and plenty extras on it as usual. My screen just went off, which means it's dark. I don't know why I've done that. Walk to Crooked Mile. I was going to say that looked like Richard Attenborough, but it doesn't. It did for a second, but it's not. Starring Lewis Hayward and Dennis O'Keefe. An Edward Small production. So there we go. What's that? We've got 7 of the Blu-rays out of the 26 that I've shown. 3 of the DVDs. And what else have we got in the bag? Oh yeah. The Devil's Men. Band of Brothers meets Full Metal Jacket. They did what no other unit could do. Gripping, powerful, true World War II tale that portrays horrors and conflict. The horrors of war seen through the eyes of a real World War II soldier in the 1st Special Service Force. Sean Brown was a Wyoming ranch boy who was drafted and went off to do his duty. As I was saying, I think what I'm going to do with these is that I said I was going to do a series of 100 movies in 100 days again, and these would be good random movies to start with. You know, just put them in a pile, watch them, not in any particular order, and just go through them and maybe come back to you and tell you what I thought about them. I know people like Roy and lots of people do their weekly watches, but I've never found that particularly enjoyable to film because sometimes I don't know what to say about the movies, but whether I enjoy them or not. So what I might do is I might just watch one, film a short part right after I've watched it, what it's about, and whether I enjoyed it or not, and then maybe put it all together in one video, like wee segments of 100 films. That'd be a good project, wouldn't it? So, saying that, this one's The Devil's Men. What else do we have? Oh, yes. The Apartment 7A. Now, I didn't realise this, but this is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby. I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby. See what I mean? Should have watched Rosemary's Baby, shouldn't I? Set in 1965, Apartment 7A tells the story prior to the legendary horror classic Rosemary's Baby. Apartment 7A. I would tell you what the runtime is, but I can't read it. So, I'm sorry. There we go. And the last one in the bag is this one. And I was saying earlier in my first video when I'd done this, that my wife has already claimed this is a remake of The Crow. My wife really likes The Crow, the first one. So she hasn't seen the remake, and when she seen I got that one, she was like, "Oh, excellent!" Soulmates, Eric Drawing Bill Skarsgård and Shelley Webster, aka Twigs, are brutally murdered when the demons of her past come up to haunt them. And I think there's a crow come back. I've seen this recently, the original. I can't remember everything about it, but I remember it being good. So this is the remake of that one. So, I'm just going to tell you the running time on that one. But I cannot see it. There we go. Special features, True Love Never Dies, Making the Crow, deleted scenes. So maybe I'll tell you a wee bit more in depth about these movies when I do the 100 movies in 100 days. So that is, what, maybe a third of the movies I got for £53 Blu-ray wise, and 5 DVDs. That is, I was going to say not a third, because there's still a lot of DVDs, so I might have to do this video in 3 parts. There's definitely nothing left in the bag, is there? No, there's not. So, I hope this is a better version than my first one. For those who've seen the first one, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got comments on anything I've said, I'd like to talk to you about it. Or any of the movies, then please let me know. And I say, once again, thanks to Ash for the slipcover. And of course, Larry for sending me the movie as well. So I've got the Nowhere to Run. It does make me feel more satisfied about my life now that I've got that. It really does. My life is more complete. It is. So I will catch you next time, guys, and thank you very much. I appreciate it.